Good evening. Today's February 14th, 2026. This is the Uncommon News Channel. Let me know when you guys get in here. Give me 5x5s if you can hear me. Let me know how the screen orientation looks and everything. So today we're going to go ahead and drive down to Santa Teresa again. We got clear sky. Am I can you guys hear me now? Oh man, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me? How's the sound now? Was I talking to myself the whole time? That sucks. Sorry about that, guys. Sound is good now. All right, hey, I appreciate that. All right, so thanks for bearing with me, guys. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, so today's February 14th, 2026. Today we're going to be driving down to Project Jupiter in Santa Teresa, New Mexico again. I want to get you guys some eyes on at this AI data center that's being built. Now, this data center is less than 1 mile away from where those lasers were being deployed the other night. And so we're going to I'm going to see if I can get on there and get some video footage for you. This place is like, it's public property, but it's not at the same time. It's so, what's it called? Borderplex is the name of the company that's running this project. This is like a 1,400 acre AI data center project that's taking place in Santa Teresa. There's a whole bunch of shenanigans that's going on with it. So I'm going to try to get eyes on for you guys today. And I'll try to quickly summarize what I was saying while the mic was muted. I'm so sorry about that, guys, but I want to give you a quick rundown on some of the context surrounding the things that have been happening in El Paso the last couple of days. You know, I'm sure you guys are aware about the temporary flight restrictions, the lasers being deployed, and the internet outages that happen here in this little town. Well, I want you to also keep in mind that all of these things are happening while the United States is moving HIMARS and ATACMS right off the coast of mainland China. Okay, so if you're not aware, just the other day, we gave Taiwan a bunch of HIMARS and ATACMS missiles, and now those systems are deployed. U.S. military personnel are there, and they're 10 kilometers off of the coast of China. So keep that kind of thing in mind as we see potential airspace incursions here at the border. Okay, looks like I don't have anybody in here. You guys still in here? Am I talking to myself? You guys still in here? Anyways, I'll keep going. So it's not too far of a stretch to think that while we're moving HIMARS and ATACMS missiles right off the coast of China, they might be positioning drone swarms right on the other side of our border. Okay, and so this is one of the main reasons why I'm emphasizing going out here to the border to collect as much data as I can, because the near-peer threat is real, right? China is an adversary of ours, and they're not going to sit back while we move these kinds of assets right off their coast. They're not going to sit back and do nothing, okay? And so that's why I've been trying with as many tools as I have to find out exactly what the hell is going on down here at the border. Because it's very likely, given the readings that we have been taking down here along Route 9, it's very possible that Chinese drones have been in our air defense identification zone and quite possibly getting taken out. Okay, so we're going to go down here. We're going to see if there's any of those laser trucks, any of those locusts. I think they're called locusts. I'm going to try to, get good visual, see if we can spot any drones. The sky is very clear today, so we've got good visual for this on the skyline, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing. But I wanted to give you guys that little bit of geopolitical context. So, you keep in mind, like, things are moving around. When I say things, I mean military assets. They're moving around. And so keep that in mind as well. So a little bit about this Project Jupiter. This Project Jupiter was approved. There was a memorandum of understanding signed February last year by Governor Grisham. And I think the guy's name is Lanham Napier, something like that. He's the front man for this project. Lanham Napier. He's running a company called Borderplex, and Jeb Bush's son is on the board of directors there. He's an advisor. So the political elite definitely have their fingers in this project here. Okay, I want you to keep that in mind. This is one of those American oligarch type projects that are going on. It was rushed through. There's lawsuits ongoing with it right now. There were violations of the Open Meeting Act. Some environmental board is suing over it right now. They're going to be tapping into the water reservoir and taking like 20 million barrels of water. This project is going to end up putting more CO2 in the atmosphere than the entire state power plant system. Okay, so this isn't just a little project. It's on one. It's so rigged. It's like I don't know if you guys caught that. It looked like the stream cut out. I'll try to explain it again. But basically, Borderplex bought the land, leased it to the county. The county then issued bonds for $165 billion for the project. The bonds were paid, or the loan was given to the county. Okay, so this is like from what I understand, it's taxpayer backed. If it can't be paid back, it's taxpayer backed. Okay, and so then that money's then given back to Borderplex, and then they lease the land back to Borderplex. And so then Borderplex gives the county $300 million over the course of 30 years. So $10 million or $12 million every year for 30 years on a project that's worth over like $165 billion, but in assets, it's like $500 billion in assets. So the county and the state they're not getting any tax revenue from this. It's bullshit. That's why there's lawsuits going on right now. I mean, and even in the midst of the lawsuits, they're still starting the construction. Construction's ongoing, even though lawsuits aren't over. Not stopping with that. No. So it's a mess, guys. This is like and they call it Project Jupiter, which is the mythological Roman god, the king of the gods, right? It's the god of law and justice, or law and order, I mean. So that should tell you what their intention is with this. And the people that are at the helm of it, like, I think the guy's name is Lanham Napier. He's just a front man, okay? And then on the board of directors, you've got the Bush family, okay? And then this is going to be operated by Oracle, so it's Larry Ellison, right? And then you've got the AI that's going to be the AI that's going to be training it is the Open AI. So that's Sam Ellis or Sam Altman or whatever. So these people, and it's right next to this, to where Border Patrol is like shooting drones out of the sky with lasers. So they have this AI data center has literally got its own air defense system right next door. And, the crazy thing to me is that this laser defense system, this air defense system, whatever it is, it's all great and everything, but it's outside of the population centers. It's not like situated in right in El Paso to protect the people. No, it's not. It's outside of El Paso. So if drones come over next to the data center will be protected. Will the people be protected? No. There's bush and mountains in the way. There's freaking mountains in the way. If a drone swarm comes from Juarez into El Paso, that laser that's over here in Santa Teresa ain't doing nothing. So it's not there to protect the city. You know, I don't know, man. It looks like it's a scam as far as I can tell. They got $165 billion in investment from New Mexico bonds. That's how they raise the money. They don't have to pay taxes on it. And it's like, well, okay, what happens if it flops? What happens if it all falls through? Who's paying those bondholders back? Is that going to be on the citizens? Right? Because if this whole thing flops, right? They can't build it or whatever. Something happens. It's not worth any money. Stock market tanks or whatever. The bondholders already paid out $165 billion for the project. Who's paying them back? Who's paying it? The county or the state owns the freaking that they issued the bonds. It was the state that issued the bonds. Okay, so there's the project. I just passed it. Let me so who's paying back if it can't, you know, if they suck at building it, you know? I don't know, man. So it just pisses me off. It's all and you know it's all to enslave you is really the way I see it. They're allowed to have their own microgrid, and their microgrid is going to produce more CO2 emissions than the entire state is producing right now. So keep that in mind as they hit you with carbon taxes and all this other nonsense, and they say you are not allowed to drill for water out here in the desert. You are not allowed to have a microgrid. You've got to pay carbon taxes for you to fart and burp, okay? Or for your cows to fart and burp. Meanwhile, the Bush family, Larry Ellison, Sam Altman, and all of these assholes that have dual citizenship with you know where, I'm not going to say it, they don't have to pay any of those taxes. They don't even have to pay property taxes. And this is a free country. Bullshit. Excuse my language. Bullshit. 1,400 acres. 1,400 acres tax-free for 30 years. And all they have to do, that this Borderplex company, is pay make the bond payments on the bonds. They have to make bond payments for 30 years. So it's literally just like $10 or $12 million in bond payments every year to maintain the bonds. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, pray for me because I'm coming up to this Project Jupiter. Let's see what it says. It says, all visitors, please report to the office trailer. Project Minor. Okay, so maybe I got it. Hold on. Construction site entrance. All visitors, deliveries, and new workers must report to the Project Minor trailer. Project Minor requires 100% use, safety glasses, type 2 helmet. All right, I'll look for the trailer. All right, so I'm going in. Let me turn this around. So this says Project Miner. I'm pretty sure I'm in the right place. Look it up for me, guys. Project Miner. Make sure I'm in the right place. I think I am. This is the only construction site of this size I'm aware of. Is the one for the for Project Jupiter. It's the one for the data center. So I'm driving down here. All right, guys. So I don't know if you were able to pick that up. I spoke to one of the security officers there. He tried to say I can't drive here, but we'll go ahead and get as much footage as I can while we're here on this road, and just see. Yeah, this I verified with him. This is the data center. This is the data center that they are building. This is the land for it. So he said there's a security checkpoint up here. I can go up to the security checkpoint, and that's what we're doing. Look at this, guys. Look how big it is. 1,400 acres. All right, here we go. Security checkpoint. I'm gonna talk to him real quick. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how does a journalist get access to videotape the construction?
I'm not the proper person to answer that.
Oh, okay.
But do you know the main address on the warehouse?
No.
Let me give it to you.
All right.
Maybe they can help you with it.
Okay.
But I don't think it's open today until Monday.
Oh, it doesn't open. It doesn't open back up until Monday.
I don't think so. You can go check. It's just 5 minutes from here.
Okay, down this road right here.
Yeah, you go back to there. Let me get the address. Okay, it's 7100
7100
by National Avenue.
by National Avenue. Okay.
And it's a warehouse. You're very close. You just have to make a U-turn and go back that way.
Okay.
You cannot go farther.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
You don't have access.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. All right. So I didn't get access, but there it is, guys. They said I have to go to some office that's closed and get access from them. So I tried, but what we'll do is we'll go back on Route 10. This is it. You can see it goes on for very long way, but this is it, guys. You know, they steal. I mean, guys, let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest, guys. They're basically stealing your public lands, okay? They're not paying anything for this. While we have to pay taxes on land that we own, they're not paying anything, okay? They're getting sweetheart deals. They're not putting like any of their money up front. It's all tax write-off. It's all tax-free. It's all taxpayer backed bonds, taxpayer backed bonds, and it's in the order of $165 billion. So and then you want to come and take a look at it. They say no, you can't be here. That's the situation, okay? So yeah, Project Miner is Project Jupiter. Okay, I verified that with the first security guard that I came in contact with. Maybe I can try to come back out here on Monday and get video footage of deeper inside for you. But that's it, guys. I hope you would pray against this place. Pray against it. Okay, we don't need super AI here in Santa Teresa being protected by freaking lasers that are, that can shoot drones out of the sky. It's ridiculous. And then all for what? For the benefit of a couple American oligarch families. It's bullshit. And so that's my 2 cents on that. So we'll go ahead and drive down Route 9 a little bit. I want to see if I can spot any of those. I want to see if I can spot any of those laser systems. That would be cool to get that on video. Man, now there's these guys here on the corner of Route 9. They were there yesterday too. It looks like they're running a little taco stand. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and drive down here to this CBP station. I want to see if we can get footage of the lasers. Looks like the blimp was brought down. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Not a whole lot to talk about. Well, there is a whole lot to talk about, but I'm trying to stay on this topic. I heard the other day that I got some people in here from Alberta. I heard the other day that they're trying to secede. Site entrance, Solve Energy. Am I allowed in there? I don't see a no trespassing sign. Site entrance. Whatever. Cool. So I'm on this road right next to the Border Patrol office or headquarters here along Route 9. I'm going to see if we can spot any of those laser trucks. Any of those lasers. So there's the blimp. I see the blimp. It's been brought down. I'll get you a picture of the blimp because that's probably the coolest thing I'm going to be able to show you on the live stream right now. Okay, you guys come with me. We'll step outside of the van for a second. Let me get off the side of the road so I'm not impeding any other traffic. Okay. So we're really close to where, let me turn the camera around. So we're really close to where we're really close to where I picked up that signal the other day. The blimp is down. See, there's the blimp. And this is where we picked up that 1.75 gigahertz signal. It's about 2 or 3 miles away from where we picked it up. And so I'm speculating that there's like some locust JLTVs out here. It's like the JLTV. I'm looking for a JLTV that has a laser on the top of it, but I don't see anything like that. So there's the blimp, guys. Lovely, beautiful blimp. Let me get a picture of it right behind. You see me in there with the blimp. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and drive down. Let's drive down Route 9 a little bit. We'll do some sky watching. Do a little bit of sky watching and try to get we'll get the spectrum analyzer out again. See if we can maybe pick up some funky signals. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into some Maybe I can drive down this road a little bit more. Hold on. I'll drive down this road a little bit more and see what I can spot. There's some construction going on here. Looks like they're leveling it out for something. Nobody's stopping me from driving down here, so I'm assuming I can. There's some kind of concrete company, a bunch of concrete trucks down here. I won't be driving onto their compound. Okay, look at the fence line here. Look at that fence line. Isn't that cool? Look at that steel fence line. It's like something you would see on the shores of Normandy or something. Here, let me look at that. All these concrete trucks out here. I'm assuming that these are going to be used for that construction project, the Project Jupiter. They're going to be all these trucks just pouring concrete for that project over there. There's the blimp. You can see they're leveling out a bunch of land out here. I don't see any military vehicles, so we'll keep an eye out for that. We'll keep driving around a little bit. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I had a couple connection issues during the live stream, so thanks for sticking around through that. I'm just kind of like circling the CBP facility right now, looking for military vehicles. You know, it's crazy to me that like the entire city of El Paso's internet went out last night after CBP deployed. They said it was CBP, but from what Greg Allison was saying is that CBP doesn't have access to any lasers. So like right after they said that they deployed a laser, the internet was cut off for like an hour. It was spotty for like an hour through the whole city. And even though that happened yesterday, oh, there it is, dude. Holy shit, we got it. They have it here. It's here. It's the Striker one. Guys, we're going to get footage. It's so freaking cool. This is so cool, guys. We found the freaking laser. We found it. Dude, look at this shit. Oh man. I got to get the camera. I got to get the camera out. Oh. I have got to get the camera. This is the Striker. This is the Striker. Okay, I'll let you guys see it, but then I'm coming out here with my camera. To get a picture of this thing. Look at that. See the Striker? Hold on. Let me turn it around. Do you see the Striker right there? Do you see the Striker? I think that's the one that's got the laser on top. Can you see it? Guys, I think that's what shot down a drone last night, was that thing right there. It's got like a 20 kilowatt laser on it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it sure as shit, it's there. It's a Striker. And then here's the here's it's like fuel tanks and stuff for it. I'm gonna get my my Pix Pro camera, and I'm gonna get a better photo of that for you guys, and then I'll let you see it from the because I can't go past that fence, and then I'll let you see it from the Pix Pro camera. So after I get a picture of it with the Pix Pro, then I'll come back and I'll show you the picture. So bear with me, guys. You guys are going to be here in my van for a second. Disregard the mess in the back. Okay, don't take screenshots of that. I'm gonna go out. I have got to get a photo of this. What's it doing? It's telling me to set my date and time. Okay. All right. I will be right back. I will be right back. All right, guys. So I was able to get a couple photos. Let me see. How do I? Let's see if I can. Okay, here we go. I'll have to upload it. You can't make it out, man. That sucks. I really want you guys to see it, but it's like it's a striker. Okay, it's a striker vehicle that has a laser on top, and they've got it parked right here. They got it parked right here. I was able to stop one of the National Guardsmen, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, is that the one with the laser?" He actually said, "No, I don't think that's the one with the laser. The one with the laser is it's a JLTV, and he's not telling me where it is. But from the images I've seen online, that's also one that looks like one with a laser." So, anyways, we'll drive around a little bit more. I'll try to get another photo, a better photo, because I'm not able, like the way the sun is. You know, I'm not able to get behind the sun, because if I were to get behind the sun, then I'd have to go onto the compound. I can't do that. So if I take a photo from right here, the sun is shining in the lens. So kind of sucks. Maybe I can get a picture from inside of the van. Maybe it'll do a little bit better justice, because it's kind of blocking the sun. No. Still not really. All right. Let me try to get a. Let me try to get a better view. I will drive around a little bit. I'll drive around a little bit. I will post these photos. I'll post these photos up on my the community section of my YouTube page. So if you want to see the higher resolution photos, stay tuned for that. I'm going to drive up and down Route 9 for a little bit. We're doing some sky watching, and if we spot some military vehicles, we'll go ahead and try to get some more photos of it. So I don't know if you guys heard that conversation I had, but I stopped the Border Patrol guy, and to my surprise, it actually wasn't CBP. It was a National Guardsman. It was an NCO. It was a sergeant. It was a sergeant in the National Guard driving a Border Patrol vehicle, a Border Patrol truck. And I asked him, I was like, "Hey, is that Stryker right there the one that fired the laser last night? Was that the one that fired the laser?" And he said, "No, that's not the one with the laser." He said, "The one with the laser is a tan vehicle." I said, "It's a JLTV?" He said, "Yeah." So I think he's talking about the Locust, but I'm pretty sure that the system that was on top of that Stryker, it's also a laser. He said he said the thing on top of that Stryker was a optics system for a weapon, but there's no weapon on it. There's no gun. There is not a kinetic device on top of that Stryker. It's not there. So what's the point of having the optic without the weapon system? I'm pretty sure it's the Stryker version of what they call the Locust. So I'll upload the pictures of it later tonight when I get home. But we're probably going to end the stream a little bit in just a little bit. Bear with me here. I'm trying to drive up to one of these access roads that I'm used to taking to get to the border wall, and actually it looks like it's closed. Huh. Okay, well, you guys still there? To get to the border wall, and it's closed right now. There's a fence there. It's interesting. Let me get to the chat real quick. I'll end it. I'll get to the chat, and then we'll end it real after I read some of the chats. So let me scroll up a little bit. Yeah, right out in the open. Rusty Nails, where are you at, Rusty Nails? Said I'm not too far from you. American mainland is like Pearl Harbor. They never think anything can happen. That's right, Watchman. Good to see you guys, by the way, Watchman. Jet 71, looks like you're writing some Asian letters there. Stray Kitten, good to see you. I wasn't ignoring anybody. I had my mute was on. A lot of buffering. Yeah, there was a lot of buffering. Iowa Free Thinker, thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm in New Mexico right now, Jet. Nobody's gonna abduct me, I don't think. But yeah, sorry about that. I know there was a lot of buffering there earlier. Small community, great information. Yeah, I appreciate that. Uh, yeah, I am based out of El Paso, checking out Santa Teresa right now. Um, let's see. Yeah, yeah. Please hit the like. Please hit the thumbs up. That's right, Kathy. Thank you so much. Um, I wonder how big the battery is for that laser. Yeah, they had right next to it a trailer. Um, so I think like it's a trailer that carries the battery for it, so it um, hooks up to that battery. It's like a separate unit. I don't know if that's really the case though, but it was this tan battery. I'll show you guys the pictures. I'll upload it when I get home. Um, let's see. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that, Kathy. Yep, that's right. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Um, that's probably going to be it. Do you guys have any questions for me before I get off of here? Now that I'm reading your comments, I'll wait. I'll wait for questions for a little bit. No questions. Okay, guys. Well, I'm pushing it out on the live stream. Um, skies are clear out here. Not seeing anything. Doug, how far is the Zorro Epstein Ranch? It's supposed to be in New Mexico. What about a stakeout? Well, Zorro Ranch is in Belen. It's in Belen, New Mexico. So from here, it's like 2.5 hour drive. So I don't know, like 150 miles, I'm guessing. And it's really interesting because I was researching a while ago. I was researching a missing persons case that took place in Belen, New Mexico, which is right there, Zorro Ranch. It was a girl's name was Tara Calico. She went missing. I think it was in the late 80s. They never found her. They found her bike. Or no, they didn't find her bike. I think the bike was taken too. They found her Walkman, and then like there was a Polaroid picture of her that was discovered. I think it was in like Tallahassee, somewhere in Florida, and it was discovered in the parking lot of a store, and she was tied up. She was bound, hand, feet, and mouth, in the back of a van. So it was a Polaroid picture of her being kidnapped. Like she was kidnapped in the back of the van, and so she had been abducted in Belen, right there next to, very close to Zorro Ranch. But at the time, Jeffrey Epstein did not own Zorro Ranch when she was abducted. However, where she was being taken, or where she was brought to in Florida, it's like, I mean, obviously en route. It's like she was en route to, Epstein Island. So yeah, man, Zorro Ranch is out here. It's also one of those big places. I would stake it out, but I can't drive too far away from the house like that. I got babies, and projects like that for me would be a little too far away from home, even though it's only a couple hours away. It costs quite a bit of money, quite a bit of time to go out and do that kind of stuff. So I'd love to do it, but I'm pretty much bound to this border area right here. So yeah, bring a shovel to the ranch. Yeah, I heard there's bodies buried out there. So, but that's my answer for you, Watchman. You guys got any more questions before I get off of here? I'll wait for you. Any more questions? All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. Stay tuned. I will continue to keep you guys posted if anything happens out here. If I see anything, I'll try to get better footage for you. Check out, monitor the community. I'll upload some photos of that striker that had a laser on top of it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You want to support the channel, there should be a link somewhere down in there. If the link's not there, it's just Uncommon News 777. It's at buymeacoffee.com. Greatly appreciate the support. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, don't forget, help out your neighbors. Bye.